I want to tell you something that took me way longer to believe than it actually should have. The day I stopped trying to figure out how to get clients from YouTube and the day I genuinely started to try to help people with it is the day it started working. And I know how that sounds. It sounds like something you would put on a motivational poster. And it sounds like the kind of thing someone says when they don't actually want to give you the real answer. But I need you to stick with me here because I'm not just talking about vibes. I'm talking about a very real, specific psychological shift that changes the way you show up on camera, how you structure your content, and ultimately, whether the right people find you and trust you enough to book a call. And most people who start a YouTube channel for their business, they get it backwards. And it's not because they're selfish or that they don't care about their ICP or people that they're trying to help, but it's because out of all the advice out there, nobody seems to tell them that YouTube has a completely different set of rules than any other platform. And if you walk in with the wrong mindset, you can do everything technically right and still book 0 calls from your channel. So in this video, I want to break down the actual psychology behind why YouTube works, and more importantly, what you have to be willing to do before it ever pays you back. So here's what I want you to walk away with after watching this video. And it's the same reason that some business owners upload 10 videos and start booking calls when other business owners upload 30 and get absolutely no traction. Now, I'm not telling you to ignore practical, logical advice. In fact, you can go on my channel and see tons of strategies I'm giving to you for free. You still need to follow that. Because if you don't have a strategy and you're just uploading raw videos, having the right mindset won't actually get you clients, right? Because if your video is poorly packaged, no one's going to click on it to watch in the first place. But it really comes down to just one thing, whether or not the person watching your content feels like you're actually there for them or you're just there for yourself. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what that distinction looks like in practice, why it's the single biggest lever in your YouTube content, and how to rewire the way you think about content so that every video works for you, even while you sleep. And of course, this isn't some woo-woo magic. In this video, I'm going to give you some real practical advice that you can apply immediately, but we have to start with mindset because without it, the tactics will not stick. The most common mistake I see with agency owners and founders when they're making YouTube content is very rarely a tactical mistake. Yes, the packaging could be very ass, and I say that bluntly, but it's most commonly an intention mistake, and it shows in your content immediately. Most people start with the question, how do I get clients from this? How do I make money from creating YouTube videos around my offer? Which is a very logical question, and you're not wrong for thinking like that. But it's the wrong starting place. YouTube does not work like that. When your primary goal is extraction, to get leads, to get money from people, the audience feels it immediately. And maybe they don't feel it consciously, but it shows up in how you frame topics, how you structure videos, and how you deliver information. So it might look like this. You have some videos that are technically informative, but they really just feel like an extended pitch, which makes the viewer feel like they're not actually getting something from it, and they have their guard up throughout the video, and they sort of disengage when you start feeling a little bit salesy. So you must remember, YouTube is a trust platform before it is a lead gen platform. I'll say that again. YouTube is a trust platform before it is a lead gen platform. That's why so many of my clients usually pair content alongside other things that they're doing, because they might have an audience elsewhere, but if that audience doesn't fully trust them yet, they're able to funnel them to their YouTube channel and build that trust before they ever get on a call. And it's actually backed by real proof, because look at yourself as a viewer. You come to YouTube to learn something, to get smarter, to figure out how you can better your own situation. You're not immediately in a buying mode. Now, if you were to watch several of my videos and I'm really resonating with you, then it might click, hey, I love what this guy is saying. I'm going to book a call to work with him. But the very first video you watch from me, you're not immediately wanting to buy something. And the algorithm reinforces this as well. Watch time, retention, click-through rate, all of those metrics reward genuine usefulness, not sales intent. The businesses that win on YouTube are the ones where the founder made a decision early. I'm going to be the most useful person in this space and trust that the business will follow after. You can even look at my own channel, very small, under 300 subscribers. And I've generated 5 figures alone just from YouTube. And it's not because I was genuinely focused on conversions only. It's because every video I made was genuinely to help solve a problem that my ICP faces. So that first shift is intentional. You have to decide that you're going to lead with value and not lead with an agenda. But here's what I find very interesting. Once you make that decision, a very practical question comes up. What does genuine value actually look like in a YouTube video? Because you can't just wing it and hope it lands. So let me show you what this actually looks like when it's built right. But quick pause before we get into that. If you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself what a YouTube channel could do for your business, I want to make it very easy for you. There's a link in the description. Click it, book a call with me, and I can analyze your business and see if I can help you build a client acquisition YouTube channel. I'll let you know if it's the right move, and if you're a good fit to work with me, then I'll make you an offer. But if not, at least you'll leave with some more information. Now let's keep going. When I say give before you get, I don't mean just post a tip and pray someone books a call. I mean something a lot more specific than that. Giving on YouTube means answering a question that your ideal prospect is Googling at 11 p.m. because they're stressing out and they don't know how to solve that problem. And the key distinction in this is that you answer it with complete honesty. You don't hold back, you don't gatekeep. Now, I'm not telling you give away all of your trade secrets and give out step-by-step information on how to solve something. But the truth is, you want to give away 99%. Because if someone was to do it themselves, they're going to try and do it themselves with or without you. Whether you give them a lot of information, whether you give them shit information, they will find that information somewhere for free. I promise you, you don't have any secrets that is unavailable to the general public. But if they watch your content and you're genuinely helpful, you're useful to them, they will respect you and they will continue to go back to your channel. Now, eventually these people might convert into clients of yours, but chances are a do-it-yourselfer is going to want to try and do it themselves regardless. But there is a percentage of those people that will see all of the work that's required and just hire you to do it for them anyway. And you can take a look at my own offer, right? I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to build a client acquisition channel. But when you go to implement it yourself and you see that you need thumbnail designers, you need editors, you need to know how to write a proper script. You might make 1 or 2 videos, but you'll quickly realize this is a lot of fucking work. You don't feel like doing it. Then you'll come back to me and you'll hire me because you know I can get it done right. And the give before you get model works on a psychological level. And that's because reciprocity is one of the most well-documented principles in behavioral psychology. When someone learns something genuinely valuable from you, they feel a natural pull to want to work with you. And by the time they book a call with you, they've already spent hours with you. They're already sold. They know you are the person that they want to work with, and they will be willing to spend thousands of dollars. Trust me. And now, like I said, you do not have to give away every single detail. You give away the what and the why freely. The how at depth, the implementation, and the accountability, that's what people pay for. You could tell someone how to make $1 million tomorrow if you follow X, Y, and Z roadmap. But if that roadmap is difficult and then you give them an opportunity to have you just do it for them and they still get the $1 million, they're just going to pay you to get them to $1 million. That's the mindset. Give the value fully, trust that the process is working, and understand that your content is pre-selling for you in the background. Even if you don't get immediate results, understand that it takes time, that people need to watch multiple of your videos before they book a call with you. But there's also a version of this that doesn't work. Even if you get this philosophy right, it still trips people up. So let me tell you that. And it's honestly what we just sort of touched on. It's that people upload one video and they expect results immediately. That's just not how it works. It's not how life works either. YouTube by nature is not a fast channel. If you go into this thinking it's going to work like paid ads, then you're going to quit before you even see any results. And the reality is, the compounding nature of YouTube is the biggest assets. A video you posted 18 months ago could still be generating leads for you over time. And your channel grows with you. As you grow as a founder and a business owner, you get more case studies, you get more knowledge that reflects in your channel. Your audience grows with you as well, and they see the growth. They actually trust you more because they see how much time you're putting into it. And you also need to realize that we're not trying to go viral here. We don't need 1 million views per video. If you take a look at my channel, I only get a couple hundred views per video. But like I told you, I collected over 5 figures in revenue just from YouTube alone. You just need to stay consistent and stay patient. And I understand how patience could be a problem when you're also running a business. You have a busy month, you're getting a lot of leads in, so you can't really record that month. So you abandon the strategy and you say, okay, I'm not going to post. I've been guilty of this. But when you get behind the camera and your motivations are a bit different, you realize you're not doing this because, oh, I have to do this to make money. You're doing it with the mindset of, hey, I genuinely have good information to give that will help the people I want to work with me. It's going to help push them along in their journey. So you show up on camera different. You show up kind of detached from the outcome. You know that regardless, the information you're giving out is going to help someone and you don't want anything back from them. Ironically, that's when you make the most money. That's when the most people actually want to work with you. And when you do that, the numbers don't mean that much to you. You understand what you're building, a library of genuinely valuable sales assets. YouTube rewards the long game. And that's not because YouTube takes a long time to work. It's because majority of people actually just give up. They aren't willing to invest the time it takes to really see the fruits of their labor from uploading content. But the ones who are willing, who genuinely show up to help their audience and trust that the business is just going to follow right behind it, those are the ones that have a channel that books calls while they sleep. And at the end of the day, helping people is good, but this is what it's really all about, okay? You get to help people, and also a natural byproduct of helping people and giving value to the marketplace is making money. So you get to give people what they want. In return, you still get what you want. You just have to shift how you go about getting that. So if this video clicked for you and you're sitting there thinking, okay, I get it. This is something I want to build. I want to help people, and I also want to make money. Here's what I tell you. The mindset is the foundation, but the system behind it, that's what makes it sustainable. Knowing what to post, how to structure it, how to make sure the right people find it and actually convert, that's what we build for our clients at the Content Bosses. We handle everything for you except the recording itself. It has to be your face on camera. But the scripts, the editing, the uploading, the SEO, all of that is done for you. And we also offer recording coaching so we can make sure the mindset is down and you know how to get on camera like I am right now and speaking naturally. So you can just show up, be the expert, and trust that the content is going to do its job. If this sounds like something you'd like to explore, click the link in my description, book a call with me, we can talk about it. We'll figure out if this is a right fit. I don't work with just everybody. You need to have a proven offer. And if that's you, I'll show you what the next 90 days of working with me would look like. And if it's not you, I'll give you some practical advice so you can implement it and get to the position where you're able to work with someone like me. Link is in the description. Go grab a time and I will see you there. Peace.